Hello, good friends, and welcome to Animal World, our co-inhabitants. Today's show features the World Woof Tour, a round-the-world journey being undertaken by a 7-year-old dog named Oscar and his vegetarian caregiver, Joanne Lefson. The World Woof Tour began on May 2nd, 2009, in Joanne and Oscar's hometown of Capetown, South Africa. And by October the 4th, the two will have visited 33 countries and 5 continents and met people from many cultural and ethnic backgrounds. Why are Oscar and Joanne undertaking this epic adventure? 5 years ago, Oscar was brought to an animal shelter in Capetown, and fortunately, Ms Lefson came along and adopted him. Since then, Oscar has found a loving home and has also discovered his noble mission in life.
This is where Oscar's life began about 5 years ago. I was looking for a new mud in my life, and I came here and was lucky enough to find Oscar. And it's here where Oscar made a promise to all the dogs that he left behind that he would go wherever he could go in the whole wide woofing world to tell everyone just how wonderful and great the dogs are in shelters all around the world.
World Woof Tour arose from a miracle of the heart, from one little dog's mighty compassionate desire to speak for his 475 million homeless canine friends and ask people to open their hearts to these fantastic animals. Last month in Paris, France, Oscar and Joanne took a pause from the tour to speak with Supreme Master Television.
So how people responded to the World Tour?
It's been amazing. I think it's been really, really well supported, and it just goes to show that, I mean, people, I think, really like the idea. I think that everyone can appreciate the fact that we all know that there's just wonderful dogs, and we just need some sort of a campaign to make people aware of.
So how many countries have you been until now?
Well, we go to 33 countries around the world. Paris is our 15th country, and we've been on the road for 6.5 weeks. But it's been an amazing trip so far. We went through Africa, went through about 8 countries there, went to Egypt, I went through Eastern Europe, and we've been really well received. It's been much better than Oscar and I could have imagined, so it's full speed ahead for the next 5 months.
We asked Joanne and Oscar how they got the idea for the tour.
I've had him for 5 years, and in those 5 years, everybody would come to me and say, you know, Oscar's an amazing dog. What kind of dog is he? And then you say, well, he's a mixed breed. And they say, well, where can I get one? And you say, well, at a shelter. And people just couldn't believe that Oscar was from a shelter, because their perception was just kind of that you don't get nice dogs at shelters. So Oscar and I kind of sat together about 1.5 years ago and sort of brainstormed on how we could use his image and his great personality to show the world what great dogs are actually out there. So it's kind of it's Oscar's kind of idea, but I kind of helped him put it together a little bit. Well, the message really is that if you're ready to love and look after a dog, there's no need to buy a dog. You should go to a shelter and at least have a look at all the dogs that are available, because these dogs, they become your best friends. And there's just wonderful kinds of dogs. There's pedigree dogs there, there's mutts, there's a whole range of dogs, and that should be the first option if you want a dog in your life.
66 animal welfare organizations around the world are involved and supportive of Oscar's mighty mission. Oscar and Joanne have visited city centers, animal shelters, schools and villages. All sorts of events have been organized to attract the public's attention to the wondrous benefits of dog adoption. Oscar's activities with children are especially successful. Youngsters simply love to spend time with Oscar. He had a chance to meet the children from the Simba School in Ndola, Zambia, at the Ndola Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
Just on behalf of Oscar, thank you so much to all of you for coming and sharing this fantastic moment with him.
It is important because he makes experience to other kids.
What other reason is Oscar here today?
To help adopt his other friend.
There we go! Woo!
When we come back, we'll learn more about Oscar's World Woof Tour please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants, where we are speaking with Oscar and his caregiver, Joanne Lefson, who are currently on the World Woof Tour, a unique journey to show the world the treasure of friendship and fun awaiting those who adopt sheltered dogs. Ms Lefson has designed various activities to reveal the beauty and kindness of animal sheltered dogs, including Oscar's Oscar, in which her companion chooses Oscar-winning dogs from the shelters they visit, with the winners receiving prizes such as new collars.
So the time has finally come to pick Oscar's Oscar here at the Windhoek SPCA. It's not such an easy task because obviously all these dogs would make fantastic pets, just like Oscar. But what's kind of cool here at the Windhoek SPCA is that there are 3 dogs that kind of look like Oscar. So we've nominated all 3 and we've organized for Ilga's Pet Works to come and groom them here. Kind of a fancy setup here at the SPCA, and once they're groomed, we're going to let Oscar decide who's going to be the winner. Here's Diego!
In France, the Brigitte Bardot Foundation, an animal protection organization, helped Oscar bring his campaign to the good people of Paris. Joanne, Oscar, and a group of local dogs and their human companions, who are foundation members, took Oscar's message to the streets.
She has hired a big bus, and today we have many people with dogs, and everybody will go in the bus and say hello, and the people will be able to see Joanne Lefson and the people with the dogs, so it's nice.
Here's one of the volunteers who will introduce us to her canine friend.
Billy est un chien que j'ai trouvé en 2001 dans la rue. Il titubait, il avait une gale généralisée, il était un squelette vivant, il ne connaissait pas du tout les caresses. Il a découvert la famille à nos côtés et il est le symbole de la fidélité, de l'amour.
Oscar and Joanne Lefson have found that the World Woof Tour has united a number of humans and dogs who share the same ideals of love and devotion for one another.
So how people responded to the World Tour?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. I think it's been really, really well supported, and it just goes to show that, I mean, people, I think, really like the idea. And I think that everyone can appreciate the fact that we all know that there's just wonderful dogs, and we just need some sort of a campaign to make people aware of, come on, you have to love this dog.
On the topic of appreciating the friendship of animals, Joanne shares her experience of becoming a vegetarian.
I believe that all life is special and all life should be cherished, and if I can avoid taking away life to satisfy a taste and my palate, then it's a very easy decision to make. So I've been a vegetarian actually for 19 years. I was doing a lot of work for the SPCA when I was in school, and my best friend came to me and said to me, well, what's the point of loving dogs and then sitting down and eating a cow? And I thought about it, and in that moment I realized that there was no difference. It's just cultural perceptions of what we eat and what should be pets, and there's actually no difference. They're all wonderful animals. Cows make great pets, and I actually have a pig pet at home.
Joanne next discusses how we can make our planet a lovelier place for all its inhabitants.
You know, here's a little dog called Oscar who's going around the whole wide world to try and make the world a better place and to reduce suffering. And at the end of the day, you know, we can all do our own little bit. If we can't afford to adopt a dog, you know, we can all do our little bit. It's so easy, you know, whether we go vegan or vegetarian, we can reduce so much suffering in the world. If you feed a stray dog, adopt a dog, even a cat, or you can support organizations that do really great work around the world to reduce all this kind of suffering. It's really easy, and you feel so much better about really being a direct contributor to making the world a better place. So be veggie, go green, save the planet, and adopt a dog.
We would like to sincerely thank Oscar and Joanne for conducting the World Woof Tour, a wonderful endeavor on behalf of our canine friends. If Oscar can stand up for his 475 million homeless canine friends, we all can as well. please consider adopting a dog or other animal and switching to a compassionate organic vegan, meaning animal-free diet. Kind viewers, our appreciation for joining us for this episode of Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants. Coming up next is enlightening entertainment after noteworthy news. May all beings live together in peace, harmony, and love.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/AW.